This is the Tokyo Butter 23 Sneaker Channel. Tokyo Butter 23 Sneaker Channel です。毎日アップするので、毎日見てください。Every single day I bring you content about sneakers and upcoming sneaker releases. 今週はもうちょっと日本語を入れたいので、頑張りますが、下手だったらすみません。間違えたらすみません。I'm going to try and put in a little bit more Japanese to my videos this week because I haven't been doing a good job of that recently. But anyway, I'm also trying to pare down these videos and make them shorter and get closer to 5 minutes than 10 so that I can have a better work-life YouTube balance. So without further ado, let's get straight into this sneaker. It's the Nike Air Fear of God Raid. As I said in the introduction, this video is all about the Nike Air Fear of God Raid, or 180, or light bone. There's three different names for this sneaker that are all banding around the place, but they're all good names for it because they all match the sneaker and they're excellent. It's an excellent looking sneaker, a really fine looking sneaker. It goes very well with the sneaker I reviewed last week called the Pure Platinum, and it's very similar to that sneaker in that the Pure Platinum was the moccasin style. There are a few differences, but there are a few similarities as well. But whereas that moccasin was kind of a low, this is more of a mid, and definitely not a high. The original Fear of God ones that dropped in late 2018 were very, very much a high, but these guys are more of a mid, and that's what we're going to be looking at today. But without further ado, before we get into that, let's talk about the channel. Like I said, I'm trying to shrink things down and make these faster videos. If you appreciate that, please let me know in the comments down below, and also please do hit me up with a subscribe. Like I said, work, YouTube and life, it's really hard to balance all three, especially with daily content, but I appreciate it when you hit me up with a subscribe. So please do hit me up with a subscribe down below. 登録お願いします。毎日アップするので、毎日は大変です。普通の仕事もあるし、家族もいるし、YouTube を毎日アップするのは大変ですので、登録をすると助かりますので、登録お願いします。So yes, let's have a look at these sneakers then. It's the Fear of God Raids, the light bones. There are some differences, there are some similarities to those Pure Platinums that dropped last week. For example, the toe box. Toe box というところは、先週の Pure Platinum と一緒ので、そのところから見ます。And it's that toe box I really did not like last week. I really didn't appreciate the toe box on the Pure Platinum moccasins. They kind of look cheap to me, the stitching in them, and the fabric that they're made of. I really didn't understand that fabric. The rest of the sneaker is made of this really high, premium, supple, soft leather. But the toe box there, I haven't had these in hand, so I don't know for sure, but the toe box does not look like it's made from leather at all. And I think it just kind of looks cheap. It's not really my favorite look for this sneaker. It's meant to be. They're supposed to be a high level, high end sneaker, and having that kind of cheap toe box on there really isn't my thing, to be honest. toe boxというところはあんまりかっこよくはないと思いますので、それ以外かっこいいと思うんだけど、そのtoe boxのところはちょっといまいちと思います。And then there are other places in the sneaker that are really, really cool, and a few kind of touches that I think are really smart on this sneaker. Now, let's start with the straps. On the Pure Platinum moccasins, it was a single strap that went right across the quarter of the sneaker. But what we've got here is a double strap that kind of wraps around the front of the quarter and then to the heel of the sneaker. So that's a slight change from the moccasins. Big change from the moccasins is what's underneath those straps. Instead of having nothing, it's ostensibly nothing, they've got an actual standard lacing system. On the moccasins, there was no lacing system at all. So on here, instead, what the moccasins had was a popper at the ankle and a pull tag and toggle and a pull system in the heel, and those two are gone, the pull in the heel and the popper in the ankle, and they've been replaced by a regular lacing system. What hasn't been replaced, of course, is that double stacked air unit in the midsole and the outsole area of the sneaker, and that's maybe where the 180 comes from, because it is just like a Nike Air Max 180. It does go from side to side on this, but that's the same for all of the Fear of God line, so I don't really know what's interesting, what's unique about that. And then there's a real nice touch that I think is really, really cool for these sneakers, is on that lacing system that I talked about. There's a lace lock in there that looks like it came out of a Jordan 6, actually, when I think about it. But there's a tiny, really detailed branding on there which says Fear of God in that signature kind of cursive style of writing on that lace lock. And that Fear of God branding in that sort of signature style is mimicked on the insole, where you can see the Fear of God branding on there as well. So there's that quick look at these Fear of God 180s or Raid or Light Bones, whatever you want to call them. Now, what I know, and I know this for a fact because because it's, I nearly said something dangerous there. Because what I nearly said was I know that the release date is tomorrow, which would be Tuesday if you're watching this on Monday. It is tomorrow, but if you're not watching this on Monday, then it's not tomorrow, if you know what I mean. And the drop date is tomorrow. It is on Tuesday. And I know that for a fact because it's on the Sneakers app, but I've fallen into that trap before because the React BBs, is that what those basketball ones were called? The laceless ones? I can't remember what they were called. The ones that sort of melded to your foot, the laceless basketball sneakers with the two lights, the LED lights on the side. I think they were called BBs or something like that, React BBs. Anyway, they were on the Sneakers app, but they kept putting back the drop date. So even though they had put it on the Sneakers app, it wasn't a guarantee that the drop date would be thus. And from what I'm seeing here in Japan, the drop date is marked down as Tuesday. But what I'm seeing online is that the drop date was actually marked down as Saturday or Sunday last week, a couple of days ago. So it'll be interesting to see which of those come true in Japan and also overseas. So if you do know the drop date for these guys overseas, please let me know, and I will let you know in a future video if the drop date actually did stick as Tuesday, as said on the Sneakers app. For now, that's enough for me. Just that short video, like I said. Probably got in there around about the 7-minute mark would be my guess. I don't keep a time around here, but I think that's probably what I got. Please do hit me up with a subscribe. Trying to grow the channel, trying to do my best to balance that work, life, and YouTube balance, which is so hard to achieve. But if you appreciate that, I'd appreciate it if you hit me up with a subscribe. For now, it's time to sign off. I will be back tomorrow with the top 10, the last episode 10 of the Tuesday top 10. So that's something to look out for tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, I'll be back with another sneaker review. So without further ado, I'll do what I do at the end of every single video. Thank you for checking in and tell you that I will see you tomorrow.